Welcome back, everyone. My good friend, Teresa Ortega, otherwise known as the Handwriting Sensei, has joined us in studio today because we're celebrating.
Yes.
National Handwriting Day. Yay! You know, I jokingly told someone earlier, it's also National Pie Day.
Yeah?
I don't like math, so we're not talking about that.
Well, pie are rare anyway.
Yeah. We are talking about something so very important, and I am a firm believer in the significance that handwriting brings to our lives. So first of all, let's talk about why this day. Why was it created?
It was created actually back in about '77, I think, and it was the Instrument Manufacturers Association who thought, you know, we need to do something to kind of bring attention to our industry, is actually how it started. So they said, okay, well, January 23rd, John Hancock's birthday, he had the biggest signature on the Declaration of Independence. So they said, well, that's perfect. We'll relate it to John Hancock's birthday and call it National Handwriting Day. So that was how it started. Now it's actually become more like a international day plus an entire week of things. So.
Well, and it's become a movement to get handwriting back in schools because we know the significance that it brings to learning. And you were telling me some fascinating things that physicians have found out about kids not using handwriting anymore.
Right. So there have been reports and studies, and physicians are saying, gosh, the kids get to kindergarten, they can't even hold a pencil properly. You know, they can do this, but they're not even able to actually hold it. They don't have the manual dexterity because they're not doing those things as much as they used to. So occupational therapists are worried, teachers are worried, and so on. But, you know, that's just the way things are going. But, you know, when we started Campaign for Cursive in 2012, people thought we were a little nuts and, you know, maybe we were too much on the history and maybe we were just throwbacks. But now the neuroscience is standing behind us and they're saying, you know, there are a lot of things that are being lost when we don't have students learning how to write by hand.
And what's really fascinating for me is what you do, which is analyzing handwriting.
Yes.
And you've been asked to help with cases for like jury selection. And has there ever been a case where you had to help someone learn something about someone actually in a courtroom setting? Or?
Well, I've not been in court. I'm not certified. I'm not what's called the forensic document examiner because they're the ones that actually do forgeries and things like that. But I was asked to consult, and I actually had a client who does jury selections. She's a psychologist, and she took my handwriting class because she wanted to become more aware of what it was because she knew that they used handwriting analysis for jury selection.
Wow, and that's amazing. It really is. You know, I think for me, when handwriting for my brain became the most critical is when I lost my grandmother. And I get emotional about this, but you know, I go back now and I kept some of her handwriting, notes that she had written to me. I look at that, Teresa, and it is my peace. It is my comfort. And I think about what it will be like for future generations to not have that connection to someone they love. It is such an important thing. It truly is.
It is. And you know, there's all kinds of cool stuff with technology, and we love, you know, the iPads and a lot of the handwriting recognition, but having that handwritten thing, there's just no substitute for it.
Well, this is what you do.
This is what
I made her put some of this up here because I kind of wanted a little taste of how you know what you're looking for when you see a handwriting sample.
Right. So a lot of what we're looking for, generally form, space, and movement, you know, a lot of the times in handwriting we might say, well, it's high form level, you know, meaning it very much varies from the copybook that they learned as kids.
Okay.
So the farther away it gets from that, you know, in many ways, it can often be a very good thing. It's more simplified, and they've taken the best of, you know, whatever they've learned and created their own. Everybody's handwriting looks, you know, kind of goes along with their personality.
Okay.
Space, you know, where they put things, how they kind of move things. Is it scrunched in? Is there a lot of white space? And movement, you know, where's it moving? So we talk about where things move. If they move to the right, so if like things are slanting more to the right.
Slanting right?
Okay. Now, depending on what you're looking at, it could be the future, other people, or the father figure. That's the future figure.
Oh.
If it moves to the left, then you're talking about the past, about the self, so yourself, or the mother, because obviously your mother, you're in the womb, that's your first relationship. So we sort of tend to think of that as being your past in handwriting.
So when you're looking at a handwriting here on this line, you're looking whether it tilts right or tilts left.
Yes, and that's a really important thing because that's what we call the slant of the handwriting.
Okay.
And it tends to give us what their emotionality is. So yours, if I recall, a little bit slant to the right, you know, you tend to express your emotions. You can tell people how you feel. You can tell them if you're really ticked off, you know. So
that would be me.
the ability to do that. And so, you know, we're looking at these three zones, upper, middle, and lower. So the UZ, MZ, and LZ. And these are very indicative of many things that we look for. You know, your lower zone is a lot of your physical. You know, it's your very grounded, you know, goal setting. So a lot of physical stuff is here. Your middle zone, you know, that's every day what's going on. You know, how things are happening, you know, and just your mundane, we call it the mundane zone.
Sure.
Then your upper is your higher level thinking things, ethical, moral, philosophical, religious, you know, those sorts of things, philosophy, music and art even. So those sorts of things are up there. So that's what we look at to get a complete picture of the person. If they print only, then we're getting, you know, we're mostly getting just the middle zone, right?
Yeah.
Right? So that's all we get. But if they do cursive, then we can actually see a fuller part of their personality.
I am telling you, this is fascinating. And if you think she's fascinating, she's available to help you, too. Let me tell you what, she's got a Facebook page. I wanted folks to know that because they can actually learn more about you.
There it is.
See you. There we are. Look, you promoted
last
us.
year. Yes.
Facebook.com and the Handwriting Sensei. Also on Twitter and Instagram, they can find you at Handwriting Sensei. And, well, it's on the screen. I know it's a little different for both. But I encourage folks to follow you. I encourage folks to see the things that you do because the push that you all make as an organization, really, I believe in, and I believe that we have to bring it back because our future generations are going to be so much different without the skills of handwriting.
Yeah, and as one of our historians said, those people who can read and write have always been better served than those who could not. So we don't want to go back to an oral tradition. We really, truly believe that. And so we're excited on the 23rd, we also kick off our Cursive is Cool contest. So,
and they can get that on your Facebook page?
That's on, I have links to it today, and also cursiveiscool.com, and you can find all the forms. You can do USA from grade 1 through 6. We also have a Canadian contest in English and French.
We'll put it on our website, mywabashvalley.com, with all of this. Teresa, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Always a blessing to see you.
Definitely.
All righty, and stay with us. How to win the Friday freebie when we come back.